Hi friends, today we're going to read We're Going on a Picnic by Pat Hutchins. And so in our story we're going to follow these three birds. There's a chicken, a duck, and a goose, while these three mammals kind of maybe watch what they're doing. So we have a mouse, a rabbit, and a squirrel. So we'll see what they're doing. First of all, if we're going on a picnic, what kind of day do we want it to be? I definitely don't want it to be raining. Why don't I want it to be raining if I'm going on a picnic? Yeah, I definitely don't want to get wet, and I definitely don't want my food to get wet. So a rainy day would not be good for a picnic. Instead, we have a nice sunny day, and it says, "Let's go on a picnic," said Hen, Duck, and Goose. It's such a lovely day. Did you see what word they used to describe the day? They said it's lovely. That means it's really nice outside. So what kinds of food would you want to bring on your picnic? Let's see what they bring. So Hen picked some berries because Hen liked berries best. And Goose picked some apples because Goose liked apples best. And Duck picked some pears because Duck liked pears best. And they put them in the basket. So look, they're having fruits for their picnic. They have pears growing on a pear tree, apples growing on an apple tree, and strawberries growing on a strawberry bush, and they put all of those fruits in the basket. So that basket might be a little heavy for these birds to carry. And here they are, they're so happy. And they said, "We're going on a picnic," they sang as they walked across the field. And if you see and you're paying attention, who do you see there? There's a little mouse. I wonder why that mouse is watching them. What do you think? Why do you think that mouse is watching them as they carry a basket full of food to go for a picnic? "This looks like a nice place for a picnic," said Hen, and set the basket down. "I can't wait to eat some of those berries." "It's a bit shady," said Duck. "Let's go up the hill. We might find an even nicer place." "All right," said Hen, "but it's your turn to carry the basket." So look, they came to this willow tree. Now this tree, a willow tree, is different from other trees. Usually we see a tree and their branches go up. But with a willow tree, their branches go down. So not up, but they kind of hang down, kind of like hair. You see that willow tree? Isn't that kind of neat? Now, what was the problem? Yeah, it was kind of shady. And when it's shady, that means that the sun is being blocked from shining its rays on you. So it's not as warm. It's a little more chilly. So it's kind of chilly right here, and so they want to find a better place. But what's happening? Do you see what I see? I see a mouse in the basket eating some of their food. But they didn't notice because they had their backs to him. "We're going on a picnic," they sang as they walked up the hill. And now who do we see? Yep, there's a squirrel. I wonder why the squirrel is watching them. What do you think? "This looks like a nice place for a picnic," said Duck, and set the basket down. "I can't wait to eat some of those pears." So here's the mouse. The mouse is getting out of the basket. So he's not in it anymore now. He's going out. "It's a bit windy," said Goose. "Let's go down the hill. We might find an even nicer place." "All right," said Duck, "but it's your turn to carry the basket." So Mouse got out, but now who is in it? Yeah, now the squirrel is in there. Do they see the squirrel? No. No, they don't see that squirrel because their backs are turned to the squirrel, to the basket. They're not paying attention. "We're going on a picnic," they sang as they walked down the hill. And now who's watching them? And now we have a bunny rabbit. I wonder why the bunny rabbit is watching them. And if you look, there's the squirrel. He's in the basket eating a pear. This looks like a nice place for a picnic, said Goose, and set the basket down. I can't wait to eat some of those apples. Well, squirrel jumped out. He jumped out of the basket. And now Rabbit is in the basket looking for some more food to eat. Oh, it's a bit hot, said Hen and Duck. Let's go down this path. We might find an even nicer place. All right, said Goose, but let's all carry the basket. So this time, the spot, it's too hot. It must be directly in the sunlight, and it's very hot, and that's not fun. So now they're looking again for a better spot. We're going on a picnic, they sang as they walked around the lane. And if you see, there's the rabbit in the basket eating an apple. These animals are eating up all of these poor birds' food. Oh my goodness, now where are they? They've been looking and walking, and now they're back home. Oh, they cried and set the basket down. We've walked back home, and we haven't had our picnic yet. They never sat down to have their picnic because they've been looking for the perfect spot. What do you think they're going to see when they look in that basket? I wonder. Off we go again. But when they picked up the basket, it was very light. Is there any food in there anymore? No, because it's empty. The basket's empty. Duck, said Hen, did you eat the pears? No, said Duck. Goose, said Hen, did you eat the apples? No, said Goose. Hen, said Duck and Goose, did you eat the berries? No, said Hen. Then they must have fallen out, said everyone at the same time. So they think all of their fruit fell out. Is that what happened? They don't know about the mouse and the squirrel and the rabbit. They don't know about them eating their food. So here's what we do next. They still haven't eaten yet, so they need to pick more fruit. So Hen picked some berries because Hen liked berries best, and Goose picked some apples because Goose liked apples best, and Duck picked some pears because Duck liked pears best, and they put them in the basket. So here they go again. So what do you think they should do? Do you think they should just have a picnic right here on their lawn in front of their house? Or do you think they should look for another better spot? What do you think? What would you do? We're going on a picnic, they sang as they walked across the field. So they're going to look for a better spot. But what do you see over here? I see a rabbit and a mouse and a squirrel, and they're all peeking through the plants at the birds and their basket full of food. This looks like a nice place for a picnic, they all said, and set the basket down. And they came over here to put their blanket down on the ground. And they turned their backs to the basket again. And what happened? Yep, these little mammals, these little animals came to eat their food again. So now I want you to think, what do you think is going to happen next? So do you think they're going to turn around in enough time to tell these animals to go away, shoo, shoo, shoo? Or do you think that they're going to turn around and find all of their food gone? I don't know. The story has come to an end. We get to figure out what we think is going to happen next. So I want you to think, if you liked this story, I want you to tell your favorite part to mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or brother or sister or whoever. And I hope you liked it, okay? And I'll see you next time. Bye.